Creativity, you don't have to be loved to be creative. I
No.
mean, and you don't have to, so much creativity has come out of torment, of course, from small to great. But what kind of creativity do you think that artists and writers might have had they been loved? Or do you think that they couldn't risk, or lawyers or teachers or mothers or, husbands, what kind of creativity would they produce if they had been loved?
It's unknowable.
It's unknowable.
It's unknowable.
But you knew as a child, as a little boy, that
Yeah.
you needed to be loved in a certain
Yeah,
way.
I
And
did.
you knew as a little boy. I'm not saying why. I'm not.
Go ahead. You can use
I'm
me.
just saying you as one.
Yeah.
But me too.
Yeah.
That as a child when love isn't happening.
Yep.
You know that.
You do, but you also see people react to it in so many different ways. I mean, look at us. We're in a job where we're constantly trying to mend fences, and it's endlessly fascinating to us and endlessly satifying to us when we work with people and we get to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. But a lot of
If Humpty Dumpty wants to be put back together again.
Yeah.
But I think that's a bit of that's a tricky path, because Humpty Dumpty wants to be put back together up to a point. And then there's a comfortable place where Humpty Dumpty would say, I kind of like, my self-destructive behavior. I'm kind of comfortable with,
being up on that wall.
Not being all, not being all out there. And don't ask too much of me. I don't want to expose myself too much here, But what I want to follow the thread with is the creativity of every one of us, which is really what this show, wants to focus on. Is, from biblical times to psychological to James Hillman, there is this strong emphasis that every one of us is creative at essence. And every one of us has something unique to bring. And I've certainly discovered that in my children. They're all so different in their own ways. I'm sure your son has got his own unique creativity that you probably think at times, where did that come from? And that's his soul, And what do you say to somebody, and I, one hears it a lot, I'm really not that good at anything. I'm really not that talented, They are, I'm not, How do you open that up for dialogue with someone who doubts themselves because they've had not enough support, in the early years?
Well,
are we getting a signal that we have to take a break?
We're going to take a break?
So I'll give you time to think of
all
that.
All right.
And we'll be back.
Why do we have to take a break?
Because it's time.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be back in a minute or so.
Okay.